A man is fighting for his life after being hit by bullets at a West End gas station. We have a live look at the crime scene this morning at Avenue Road and Eglinton. The shots rang out here at about 12:30 this morning. The victim rushed to hospital where he is still listed in critical condition this hour. Bullet holes are evident in both the driver's and passenger side windows. Police say that the shooter took off in a vehicle northbound on Avenue Road, although no description of the vehicle or the suspects has been released. Of course, they're asking anyone with information to give them a call. Also right now, firefighters are trying to put out a massive fire that's been ripping through a house that's under construction in Lawrence Park. We have a live look at the scene here. There's a home adjacent to it. Some of the houses here have actually had experienced some flooding because of the water that's being poured on the house that was up in flames, of course. This is on Rochester Avenue in North York. Officials gave an update just moments ago. They downgraded it from a 6-alarm fire. The blaze actually started last night at about 7:20. Dozens of firefighters still responding here. The fire started in the basement before tearing through the first floor. Part of the building has collapsed. No one was inside, and there are no injuries. The Sherman family wants to demolish the $7 million mansion where their parents were murdered. The family has applied to have the home at 50 Old Colony Road near Bayview and York Mills torn down. That application will go before the North York Community Council. Barry and Honey Sherman were murdered in the house in December of 2017. So far, there's been no arrest, and the family has announced a $10 million reward for information leading to an arrest and the prosecution of a suspect. The family says the home is a source of bad memories and stigma. They plan to demolish it and then sell the lot. Are there going to be some traffic headaches in the west end of the city this weekend with the demolition of 2 bridges on Kipling? This will be a good place to avoid if you can. Kipling will be closed from Dundas West to Bloor West. That's beginning at 7 o'clock tonight until 5 o'clock Tuesday morning, and that is to remove 2 bridges over Kipling. Be aware that the TTC will also be detouring around that area. And we have a live look this morning at the area that will be affected, the bridges that are coming down. The demolition is part of the transformation of the 6 Points interchange. In the U.S., former Donald Trump campaign chair Paul Manafort is sentenced to nearly 4 years in prison for tax and bank fraud for his work advising Ukrainian politicians. Because of time already served, the 69-year-old faces about 3.5 years behind bars, far lower than the 24 years that prosecutors had sought. Manafort was convicted of hiding $55 million in offshore accounts and dodging a $6 million tax bill. But the worst could be yet to come for the former Trump aide, who faces sentencing next week on conspiracy charges for which he faces a further decade in jail.